my name's Samantha and this is day 18 of, day 18. I missed day 17 of my Christmas in July vlogs. So this is now day 17 and 18 combined. I just did not have time to film yesterday. And I also didn't really work on anything Christmassy. I will show you what I worked on because it's cute and I'm not doing my regular podcast at the minute. But also it is late. It's currently 9:30. And it's been miserable all day. It's been raining and dark and horrible. So I apologise for the lighting. It's not the best. So yeah, I'll show you what I've been doing. I've been doing little bits on everything. Not everything, but I've done little bits on a few things. I don't think I have a great deal on one single thing apart from my one finished item, which isn't even a Christmas item. But it's cool and I love it. Right, firstly I'll show you my blanket. So this is my this is my HoHoHo blanket. It's by Rosina Plains. I will show you. Get it, unravel it. Oh, the lighting's terrible and I still can't show you the picture. There you go. It's available on Ravelry for £7.95, I do believe. Yep, £7.95. It is mosaic overlay mosaic crochet, mosaic overlay crochet, and one of the two. Super simple, full tutorial in the pattern, well worth the money. She also shows you how to mix and match things, make placemat, make table runners. You can make whatever you like with this. You only work one colour at a time. This is what it looks like in the back. And all of these bits will be enclosed with an envelope border by the time I am finished. So this was a pack that I had bought last year when it was a Cal and then didn't do because, you know, I don't know why I thought, oh, you know what, it's Christmas. I'm not going to be busy at Christmas. Of course not. Why would I be busy at Christmas? Let's do a Cal of a giant blanket with the technique I've never used before. Why not? So this has been sat through there. It is all Stylecraft Special DK. She does give you in the pattern though different things because obviously Stylecraft's more of a UK thing. I can't remember the US ones that she uses, but I'm sure it's probably like Red Heart and things like that. I know there's a few different yardages there for different yarns. So I'm doing this one on a 4mm hook. I'm using white as the main colour. This is fuchsia purple, aspen and empire. And I love it. It's awesome. It's one of those things, it always looks way more complicated than it is. For the most part, with the exception of the little berries here. Like, we're ignoring this. This is meant to be green, but I can't read. Apart from these little berries here and Santa's little schnozzle. Oh, wait, wait. Yeah, Santa's little schnozzle. They're puff stitches or bubble stitches, I can't remember. They're either puff stitches or bubble stitches, but all the rest of it is either single crochet in the back loop or a double crochet in the front loop. So if you can do those stitches, and even if you can't do those stitches, it tells you in the tutorial. And oh, it's starting to get quite sizable now. It's not going to be a huge blanket, but I will be using it mostly for decoration, so that's fine. That's all good, and I'm really enjoying making it. And I don't know why I put it off for so long. Right, next thing. Oh, I'll show you my finished object then, mate. This is what I made yesterday. So on Ribbler they do pattern tests, and I saw this one and signed up for it. If you watch my regular podcasts, which I'm not doing regular podcasts this month because I'm doing Christmas in July. In August, I'll be back. The first Friday in August will be my first regular podcast that I'll be back doing again. So if you watch my regular podcasts, you will know that I have my darling little children. My 8-year-old, I do not let them watch horror films at all, but he's decided that he's obsessed with Jason from Friday the 13th. He's never seen a movie with him in it at all because he's 8, why would he? But he's decided that he's obsessed with him. So I saw this up for a pattern test, and so I applied for it and I did this yesterday. It was like super easy to make. I can't remember the name of the designer. It's on Ribbler. I'll post down below. I'll post the designer shop down below because it's not been released yet. But I can't. It's something Pebble. I'll post it down below. So here we are, my little Jason. Not very Christmassy, but when I saw it pop up as a pattern test, I knew that I had to make this for my 8-year-old, and he loves it, and I've had to like go and take it off him so that I can record and show you because he's been carrying it everywhere. It's his favourite thing in the world ever. It's quite cute though, look. So there we go, little Jason. The rest of the stuff is Christmassy stuff though. I've been doing a bit more on my snowman. The snowman is nearly done. All we need to do on him is he's got another arm here. I can show you in the pattern. So I still need to do this arm here with the little robin on it. His face, the snowflakes that are round about him, and a couple more of his buttons. Let's see. Woo. There we go. These are just iron-on transfers. There's loads of them. It's not loads, there's 10 of them. Sorry for the crinkly. That's all the different patterns that you get in it. And all you do is you iron them onto your fabric. If it's not ironing on properly, turn your iron up. Do not use steam. And make sure you either don't care about the ink going through to your ironing board, or you have something else underneath the fabric that you're ironing onto, because the ink can go all the way through if you leave the iron on it too long. So yeah, I've been getting on with that. That's nearly done. I'm hopefully going to finish that tomorrow. What else do we have? I think we only have 2 more. Well, I'm saying 2 more things. I've done a little bit more on my sock. So we have West Yorkshire Spinners in Candy Cane. Colourway from a couple of years ago. And this is how much I've done in the last couple of days. So I'm just knitting the entire thing into a tube, and then I'm going to cut it up and use it as either 1 long pair or 2 shorter pairs, or 1 long pair and a really short pair. I don't know. I'm going to cut them up and turn them into socks at the end anyway. I've done the ribbon at this end. I'll do the ribbon at the other end. I'll just cut it up and put heels and toes in. And that's the yarn. So this colour in the middle here, it's like a kind of dirty cream colour, but it's got the little flecks of the red and the green in it. And I think it's lovely. And I love this yarn as well. It's the signature 4-ply. And I've used this a lot in other colours. And it always washes and wears really well. I've not had any issues with any of the other socks that I've had with it. So, yeah. It's not going to be that long before the new colourway comes out either, because we're more than halfway through July already. And I'm sure somebody said the other day that it's September that they come out, which isn't really that long away. Because we've got a couple of weeks left in this month. Yeah, gosh, it's going to be Christmas before we know it. Right, the last thing I have is my shawl. So everything's in a bit of a mess in here because Lilith decided to have zoomies earlier on, and she knocked my bag with all my whips in it, and it just went bleh. It's my own fault for having so many whips and for just keeping them in a bag in front of me, but she's a big dog and she zoomies and she drags half the world around the house with her when she does. But apparently dogs, only happy dogs zoomie. Sad dogs do not. So, you know, it's not great having the big dog turning around and wrecking your house, but at least I know she's happy. So that's a good thing. I think she's happy because the thunderstorms have stopped. It's still raining, but the thunder stopped at least. She does not like the thunder at all. It's a wee shame. Right. Shawl, I've only done 1, 2, 3, 4 rows on. This is a fibre flux pattern. It's on YouTube. It is a two row repeat. You can see the texture and the colours popping through each other there. You can do this in a solid colour as well. It looks really nice in a solid colour. It looks really nice in a variegated. It's just a really nice shawl. Nice, easy, mindless. It's a DK weight yarn and I'm using a 5.5mm hook for it so that it's a bit airier and drapier. The actual yarn itself came out of a mystery bag. I had 2 balls of it left after making, I had 9 balls originally. I've made 2 blankets with it and I had 2 balls left. They're only 100g balls. The yardage on them is insane. So I've done the first ball on that. Let's see, where did the first ball take us to? Wait. Okay, so the first ball took us to here. So you get quite a lot out of the first ball, and then it's just really these last couple of rows here that the second ball's been, so the 4 rows that I've done essentially are the ones with the new ball. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how big it's going to be. I would imagine it's not going to be massive, but it's going to be plenty big enough to be able to like wear it wrapped around as a shawl. And the colours are really nice. It's like mint chocolate chip ice cream-ish. It's yummy. I like it. It's nice and soft. It's got like, it's hard to describe. It's like a weird kind of velvety, but it's not velvety kind of feel to it. Oh my god, people are gonna like get it and go, what are you on about? Crazy person. Right, so I think that's everything for me. My plans, my current plans are to continue with doing my 8 rows on this every day. I'm all caught up on it, so yeah, I'm just doing my 8 rows a day. And in fact, how many sections have I still got to do? Because I am currently on without dropping it. So I've done all of this and I'm currently on, see this green section here. So I don't have that much to do. I've got that little green bit there, which has got the holly on it. I still don't know whether to do the holly to mirror the bottom where I made the interesting design choice for the colour, or whether to do it properly. I think I'll probably just do it properly, to be fair. So finish that, and then I've got snowmen, and then another little thin decorative bit, and then robins, and then it's done. And then I just need to put the border on. The border is also done with mosaic crochet, so that is going to be a bit of a monster as well. I'm going to have to try and see if I can maybe do more than 8 rows a day for some of the days, so I've got enough time to do the border. I mean, if I don't get it finished by the end of the month, I don't get it finished. You know, who's going to come after me for it? Like the Christmas in July police. So I think this was like a conversation that's been had quite recently by a few people. Samantha at Manfred Makes was having this conversation, because I think I mentioned it before, she was feeling very overwhelmed with the amount of stuff, and because she puts out daily content and she was starting to not enjoy herself. Like, she enjoys doing the content and she enjoys talking to everybody, and you can really tell she enjoys that, but she was putting a lot of pressure on herself to keep having finished objects and to keep having stuff to show everybody. And she mentioned it, and everybody in the comments is just like, just come on and talk, it doesn't matter. And yeah, I don't want to fall into the trap of putting too much pressure on myself to get things done. I've set my timelines, I've got things that I like to do. If I don't fancy doing them that day, I will not do them that day. But I do want to get some of this stuff finished, so yeah, we'll see what I fancy working on tomorrow. And I've only got till the end of this week. The kids break up on Friday for the 6 weeks holiday, and then after this week the kids will be here all the time, so I don't know how much I'm going to get done while they're here. So that's another reason I kind of want to get a little bit ahead on the blanket, because I'm not sure what else I'll be able to get done. Although the kids like crafting as well. They want to learn to crochet and I keep trying to teach them, but I don't have the patience and they don't have the attention span. Like my 11-year-old can knit, my 8-year-old, I mean, his attention span is less than completing a sentence, so he drifts off into his own little world, and that's it. He's gone. Right, we are at 17 minutes. I'm going to go. I've lost my clicker again. I keep putting things in a safe place and then they just keep disappearing from that safe place, and then I'm thinking like, did I actually put them there or did I just think I put them there? Who knows? Everything turns up eventually. Right, I'm going to go. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow will be less crazy and I will have time to do stuff and record. Right. Bye.